What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and welcome to game number 2 between Empire and Rox.Kis, Radical Online Extremists. I'm not sure where the Kiss comes from, because, like, Radical, R-O-X is the rocks, and then Kiss is just, it's just there, so I'm not really sure what that's about, but either way, game number 1 did go to Team Empire, who pretty much just steamrolled Rox.Kis. There's no light way of putting it. Rox.Kis just got their faces handed to them, really. They had pretty much just every single fight that went on, Empire just killed them all just because they had more control, they had more burst. Laning the Rubik in the mid lane, as opposed to the Gyro, I'm not too sure about that pick from Team Rox.Kis. Let's hope that they have a better showing. They do have the puck this time. Last time Team Empire, with their second ban, where the Keeper of the Light is right now, they banned out the puck. And I don't want to say that the puck would have solved any of their problems, but still, they do have it now. So they do have the hands on the hero that they would want to play, and they're actually picking really quickly. So I'm just going to run through this real quickly as well. Nature's Prophet being the first pickup from Team Empire, following that up with the Queen of Pain as well as the Lifestealer. Queen of Pain and Lifestealer do have that Blink Infest combination, and Vios's Queen of Pain last game was very, very effective. Granted, he was not up against the strongest mid lane hero, so he did have a lot of free time to really get everything going that he wanted to get going. So, you know, it's not really saying all that much. So let's see if he could repeat the same performance against a puck, because against a puck, things are pretty... It's a lot more different than going up against a puck as opposed to going up against a Rubik, just because puck can dodge anything that Queen of Pain has to throw at him. And yeah, that should be it. In the mid lane, Rox.Kis will be laning that puck against that Queen of Pain. It's really going to be a question of who can perform the... Well, can puck phase shift the Queen of Pain's nukes? That's really the real question. Shadow Demon as well as the Darkseer, both top tier picks. Darkseer probably going to head towards the jungle from the get-go, move on from there into the hard lane. Shadow Demon supporting the hard carry, which Rox.Kis still have yet to pick up. Both teams focusing on banning out a lot of supports, actually. Team Empire, do they want to ban out the Enigma again? Hardeeve's Enigma wasn't that impressive, no, they're not going to do it. They're going to ban out the Gyrocopter after Chen Enchantress, and more supports, Venomancer, Leshrac, Rubik, all being banned out. So then, Team Empire, what is going to be your pick of an actual support hero? Because there aren't that many. They could still go. There's always support heroes to pick up. Hopefully we see something weird. I personally want to see a Ancient Apparition, because he's awesome, and Witch Doctor, because he's also awesome. But Rox.Kis is going to pick up their secondary support hero, or I guess primary? No, Lena's more secondary support forward role, to set up with the Shadow Demon. So right now, just with the two supports, they have a lot of kill potential. That Curse into a Light Strike Array, some pretty good damage, and that carry is going to be able to follow up very easily. Team Empire going to pick up the Silencer, and a Mirana pickup from Rox.Kis as their primary carry. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't like this from Rox.Kis. I don't have anything against Mirana. I do enjoy playing the occasional Priestess of the Moon. But, okay, here's the idea from here's what Rox.Kis wants to do. Shadow Demon Disrupt onto whoever. Lena follow up with an LSA. And that gives you like a year and a half to prep Mirana for a good arrow. And that's a lot of stun duration. And then at that point, right clicks could finish off the opponent. But the problem with Mirana, the problem is that she's very reliant on spells. She doesn't really scale that well into the late game, especially not compared to the Silencer, who will pretty much in a 1v1 fight demolish the Mirana 100% of the time. She's going to go up against a Silencer, who is going to be a complete pain in the ass because Mirana doesn't have that much HP, and if she gets silenced, she's 100% useless until later game. Mirana will be able to leap and like kind of chase down the Queen of Pain, but at the same token, Mirana's leap isn't going to serve her as an escape. Isn't going to serve as an escape mechanism versus the Queen of Pain. Nature's Prophet on top of that as well. So Mirana, really a lackluster hero. It's really, if this is going to work from Rox.Kis, it's going to depend on the Shadow Demon as well as the Lena. Can they set up for that Mirana to get a good arrow, and can they get a lot of kills on that Mirana? If they can, then yes, Biz is going to get such an easy time. He's going to have a very, very easy farming game. He's going to have a lot of time to both farm as well as get a lot of levels, and that's both something that you want to have as a primary carry Mirana. Empire, on the other hand, Well, they're going to pick up the Silencer as well as the Bane. So Go Black and Silent going to be picking those two heroes up respectively. Should be pretty easy for them. Go Black has played the Silencer, but has some pretty kick-ass shoulders. Wow. I really like the equipment that actually changes the portrait. That makes it seem that much more legit. Silent on the Bane Elemental once again. I feel like he's always playing the Bane Elemental. I think I've said that once before. Bullier Brain is going to be playing the Life Stealer. Vigos is on the Queen of Pain. And Nature's Prophet is going to be played by Scandal. S people whose name starts with S. Alright, so that's the lineup for Team Empire. They're going to most likely run a tri-lane with the Lifestealer against the Mirana tri-lane. I mean, the tri-lane from Rox.Kis is pretty good. It's definitely not something to sneeze at, but Empire's tri-lane is also really good. They have lots of burst damage. Lifestealer, of course, very, very difficult to engage upon, because as soon as he pops out of that disruption, he's going to just be spamming that rage button, so he should be fine there. Mid lane going to be Vigos, and the bottom lane, or top lane, or possibly jungle, I don't know, depending on how they want to lane the tri-lane, is going to be the Nature's Prophet. Rox.Kis, their side, it's going to be Sharfik on that puck, finally got his hands on that hero, who he was denied that first game. Biz is going to be playing the Mirana, heading towards the hard lane with Dread on the Darkseer, Yul on that Lina, and Hardiv on the Shadow Demon. So they're all heading down there, so it doesn't really say anything just yet. However, we're going to see what Empire want to do with their lanes. They already do have the Lifestealer heading bot, so yeah, they're going to head all their heroes down to the bot with the exception of Vigos. Actually, they're just going to put the tri-lane bottom, so they're not really all going to go down here, but Rox.Kis starting off with a smoke. I do like this because it sets the precedent for them for this entire game. Smoking up this early says that they want to be aggressive. And they really need to be aggressive, because if they sit back and let Mirana farm, that means they're also going to be sitting back and letting Blow Your Brain farm. And in that situation, Mirana is going to have the edge. And also Rox.Kis, they have a decent level 1. Disruption into an LSA arrow will be there as well. Unfortunately, they're going to loop perfectly around Silent. That could have been an easy first blood. We do see Hardiv leading the chase. He's going to not be spotted by this Treant, so Rox.Kis, oh no, the smoke wears off. Disaster from Rox.Kis. And this Treant, the hero of the Radiant, is going to try to run his way to the lane. Have you ever noticed how wacky these Treants look when they run? Look at that. It's pretty darn cool. But yeah, Rox.Kis's attempt at a level 1 gank unfortunately failed because they decided to go up and around. If they just stayed right in this area, then they could have gotten easy first blood onto Silent. But unfortunately, that's not going to be for them this particular game. Bottom lane is going to be Try vs. Try. Mid lane, it's going to be Sharfik versus Vigos' Queen of Pain. Sharfik got pretty much crushed that first game, so hopefully he's going to take some revenge. Top lane is going to be Dread, the Darkseer, versus Scandal, the Nature's Prophet. Should be a relatively even lane there as well. Nature's Prophet does have the ranged advantage, but Dread is Darkseer, and you can never count Darkseer out in a 1 vs. 1 lane, even if it is against a ranged hero. But I do believe if any substantial action is going to happen, it's going to happen on this bot lane. You can see Go Black, I do like this, taking Curse of the Silent at level 1. Because Biz, he doesn't really have that much mana. He has 260, and his mana costs are pretty steep. If you could start chipping away at his mana pool right now, and if you could land 3-man Curse of the Silence, that'll do some pretty good harassment. You can see they all took a decent chunk of damage, lost a little bit of mana as well. Level 1 Curse of the Silent, it's generally okay to take that hit as opposed to casting something, unless you have something like really cheap to cast, like if you're Bristleback and you have that Quill Spray or Nasal Goo, whatever you took at level 1. Then you can just dispel it and it's no big deal, but otherwise spending a real spell, like a spell that costs double-digit, triple-digit mana, like high double-digit mana, it's generally not worth it. But Go Black throwing out these Curses of the Silence, going to hit onto Biz, and you already see he's down 50 mana, which may not seem like a big deal, but when he needs 100 mana for Starstorm, 100 mana for Arrow, and he's already below 200 mana, or he was already below 200 mana, then as the Curse of the Silence continues to get leveled up, Go Black is going to be more and more of a pain as he keeps on hitting it on multiple people constantly. Mid lane, Vigos already brought Sharfik very low. Sharfik does have that phase shift. Is Vigos going to want to dive this? Sharfik's going to have his hand on that phase shift button. Not going to happen. Vigos blink forward. Does he have mana? He does have mana. He needs to get closer though. That's not going to happen. Vigos diving very aggressively, keeping Sharfik off the lane. However, he himself is also off the lane. And Queen of Pain, I mean, he's just wasting both their time. Essentially, the mid lane has been dead for all that time. But here we go. Initiation is going to happen. Silent is going to come in for Yol. Open wounds to open up. And Yol is going to get a stun onto Silent. But the right click from Blow Your Brain will be enough to kill off the Lina. Silencer picking up that first blood. Now Biz even takes some pretty heavy damage as well. He's going to get out of there alive. But the damage going to the Silencer, unfortunately for him, he hasn't picked up his Blaze of Wisdom just yet. But regardless, more gold for the Silencer means a flying courier, which should be flying relatively shortly. Possible even boots for the Silencer. That was just such an easy gank. Lina has no mobility, and I don't know where the Shadow Demon was and all of that. He could have had a defensive disruption. I don't think it would have mattered all that much. Bully Brain getting an assist right there. There's nothing that you could do as the Mirana, because your right clicks don't really do that much damage. 48 versus the 66, even with 3 branches versus 2 branches. Mirana is not going to have a damage advantage over this Lifestealer for really, I would say the entire game, unless Mirana just goes straight damage and Blow Your Brain goes something like Drums, which is more utility-esque. But still, Biz's right click, not that much. They really, really need to go with their spell combos, but they cannot go against this Lifestealer because he'll be spamming off Rage. As soon as he gets disrupted, he's just going to be spamming Rage, and even if your LSA is spot on, he's going to block it. They could go for Silent, they could go for Go Black, but so far they've been playing pretty far back, and really, they haven't been giving Rox.Kis an opportunity to go for any sort of aggression. If Silent circles around one more time, then he will have that chance to do so. You do see Silent thinking about it. He's going to go around for Biz. Leap is up on this Mirana, as well it should be. Problem with tri-laning this Mirana is that she doesn't get a whole lot of experience, and you need experience on Mirana, arguably more than gold. Actually, not arguably more than gold. She needs experience more than she does need gold. Because damage on the Mirana is great, but your damage, for the most part, comes from your Starstorm. It comes from hitting that arrow, which is apparently a sacred arrow now. It used to be a Loon's arrow, but copyright. So Ron needs those levels, and in a try versus try situation with Lina as well as Shadow Demon both leeching experience, she's not going to find those levels. Lifestealer, he doesn't amplify that well with levels, at least in comparison to the Priestess of the Moon, because, you know, Feast does 1% more, which is substantial late game, but early game it's really not that noticeable. Rage is definitely useful, but is it as useful as a high level Starstorm or Arrow? I would say not. Mid lane, Vigos is doing some pretty heavy damage, trying to poke at the courier as well, but once again, nothing going to happen there. Top lane has been a pretty much tame game, 23 for 2 versus 18 for 11. Nature Prophet with a lot of denies, kind of to be expected with a ranged hero. He's losing out on the CS battle, although just by a little bit. And keep in mind the Darkseer should have a couple of those kills be the Nature Prophet treants as well, so they do give reduced bounty. Okay, here's the initiation. The arrow is going to fly, hit perfectly on the Silent, but there's not enough damage. He didn't even get brought down to 1/3 of his HP. Blow Your Brain's going to go hard into RD. Scandal going to come in for that Sprout. They're going to move on to Mirana for 1 hit, and then go straight back to that Shadow Demon. 2 down for Rox.Kis. Scandal leaving that top lane to great effect, getting 1 assist officially, and then of course he was in range for that secondary assist goal. Blow Your Brain taking 1 kill, 102 is the final score for him, and Rox.Kis, that was pretty much perfect setup from them. Shadow Demon disruption. Did he have curse? He did have curse. Let's just even assume it didn't hit on the Bane. Let's assume it did hit on the Bane. Sure, let's assume that it did. He was brought down to 1/3 HP, because LSA is only level 1. That's 90 damage. Arrow is only level 1. That's another 90 damage, and, well, there's no damage coming out directly from the Shadow Demon. Silent ate that all like a man, and that entire time, Blow Your Brain was right on top of them, Go Black was right on top of them, and Rox.Kis simply did not have enough damage to actually seal the deal on that attempt, despite the fact that everything worked perfectly. Disruption into an arrow is a difficult combo to hit. You gotta time that arrow flight with the disruption timer, and that's pretty difficult. But Rox.Kis just don't have enough damage right now. Empire are going to be winning this tri-lane very, very handily. Vigos can go get a little bit pressured by Sharfik. He does have a little bit of backup right behind him, Shadow Demon, as well as Yol. Shadow Demon not going to be that useful unless he lands a curse, but Vigos already level 6 does have that huge Sonic Wave, as opposed to last game where he skipped Sonic Wave until, I believe, level 8, level 9. Against a Puck who could dodge a single one of your spells, you want to have that extra threat that he could possibly dodge. Because if he dodges your Scream Pain, hey, just go for the Sonic Wave and bring him down that way. So bottom lane is being won by Rox.Kis, where Mirana is getting both out CS'd as well as out hero killed by the Empire tri-lane, mid lane. Let me take a look at how this is going. Oh, Vigos possibly going to put the Corey in danger. Scream Pain dodged by Sharfik. Well done by him. Nature Prophet going to bounce through, though, do lots of damage to Sharfik. And there's a Sonic Wave being used in combination with the perfect Brain Zap at the same exact time. Puck is going to die so very quickly. 0-4. Rox.Kis not looking too good in this game thus far, though. I mean, Puck is doing a lot better than as the Puck than he was doing as the Rubik. But that's not really saying all that much. Really, the one thing that Rox.Kis do have going for them is Dread on this top lane. He's getting lots and lots of farm. Already does have a headdress, going to work towards a very, very quick mech. And the weakness that Rox.Kis has, that they don't really have that much direct damage, is kind of been mitigated by the fact that they are going to be nigh unkillable. Another attempt in the Bully Your Brain, but he's not taking that much damage. Does have a magic stick as well, already phase boot, so he's going to be hitting for a lot more than the Mirana is. Dread, even though he is farming Scandal, is taking a couple of trips away from the lane. That middle lane excursion wasn't exactly worth it, since, well, actually did get the assist because of Wrath of Nature, so never mind. Dread getting sprouted within the tower range. Well done by Scandal, putting a little bit more hurt towards that Dark Seer, but he did have Tango, so he's going to be just fine. Double damage rune. Biz is going to grab that. No, Vigos, it's getting close. Mirana actually picking that one up. Very, very close race there. They actually have the same movement speed, so Mirana, I guess, was a little bit closer. 4-0, and Empire, Go Black is continuing the pulling, maxing out the Curse of the Silent. Against this tri-lane, that is such a very, very smart decision. Not going for any Glades of Wisdom, not interested in stealing any intelligence, although if he had picked that up right now, he would be sitting at, what, he's 201, the first one didn't count, so he would have had another +4 intelligence, and that's a 4 intelligence swing. So that's less intelligence for the Mirana, for the Lina, who's died once as well. And these are heroes that desperately need their mana pools. But, you know, Curse of the Silence, in effect, does the same thing in the short term. It does damage as well, so that's very, very nice. And going for that will mean that the mana pool from Rox.Kis will not be there. Shadow Demon, not too steep on his mana cost for his Curse and Disruption. Yol is going to need a lot of mana, but he also does have a lot of mana. But Biz, he's going to be the one who's going to really be suffering versus this Curse of the Silent, because he doesn't really want to use Leap to cancel it. He doesn't want to use Star Storm, because if everyone from Empire moves back, then they're not going to take any damage from it. Then it's a lot of wasted mana. Arrow does have a long cooldown associated with it as well. So Go Black, very, very intelligent in maxing out this Curse of the Silent. Good skill choice from this Silencer. And he's almost at his level 6 as well. Once the Global Silence starts to happen, then Puck is going to be in a lot of danger, then Mirana is going to be in a lot of danger. Even no more Surge from Dread. That Global Silence is, as always, an extremely crippling spell. This game is no exception to that rule. Dread pushing this top lane very aggressively, going to look towards the top tier 1, but here comes Vigos. Dread is trapped in trees. Sprouting is going to hold him out for just a little bit. He tangos through it immediately. But it's not going to be enough. Sitting within range of that tier 1. That tier 1 is very, very angry as well. Vigos moving in for a very, very assist. Wait. Oh, I was actually killed by the tower. Okay. Regardless, Queen of Pain getting a little bit more gold, getting a little bit more experience, whereas Sharfik has been sticking to this mid lane for pretty much the entire time. 39 for 8 versus the 28 for 4. Sharfik actually having a much better time than this Queen of Pain, despite the fact that he did go down once. As far as the CS is concerned, Sharfik does run a pretty good Puck from what I've seen. Good Storm Spirit as well, this guy. Good Storm Spirit player. But Vigos with the rotation, trying to make up for his lack of CS. At the same time, Vigos has been moving around, so that means that Puck has had free reign over the lane, whereas Queen of Pain has been spending some time just, you know, in travel time. Alright, Silencer has gone for an urn, actually. Kind of a weird item to see on the Silencer, but oh, Disruption. He's going to set up, but the Global Silence denied. Saving that Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave going to fly out. Dodge? No, that wasn't dodge. Sharfik is going to, not go far enough. He's pretty dead now. Completely surrounded. Can he fight his way out? I don't think so. Queen of Pain with a Scream of Pain going to get that kill. Fortunately, he was like 3 feet away from the ledge, and that might have saved him. Queen of Pain was still around. That probably wouldn't have saved him. Puck was dead regardless. Very, very good Global Silence, showing the power of the Silencer, who's just farming the bot lane. He has not a care in the world. Meantime, the bot lane, Dread, is going to try to go for Scandal. The vacuum is going to push Scandal out of his trees, and Dread going to get brought down by the Nature Prophet ultimate right before he can kill Scandal. Dread, second attempt going for that Nature Prophet, and he gets completely shut down. 7-0 in favor of Team Empire. And Nature's Prophet on the top lane has got 104, 2 kills that he wasn't involved with. But even then, he has a Hand of Midas, so any weakness that he may have, or that anyone may think that he may have, even though he really doesn't, it's going to be mitigated by the fact that he's going to have a lot of gold and a lot of experience flowing. Even level 10, he's higher than the Queen of Pain. He's higher than everyone. He's the highest level in the game. Wow, Sharfik can take a lot of damage. Fiend's Grip is not going to, Moonlight Shadow not going to say, oh, dude, do you know what will save you? It's the Yol from the sidelines. Ultimate from the puck being dropped down on Silent. Orb going to fly out as well. Kill the Bane. And Sharfik still alive, still going with his bottle. Go Black going to come in, but Curse of the Silent not really going to do him much good right now. He's going to throw it regardless, but actually Puck, he cannot dispel that with Curse with Phase Shift. This just in. Silent, unfortunately, was a little bit too short on killing off that Puck. Really wasn't the Mirana's ultimate that did it for Sharfik. It was the fact, oh no, Puck, this is going to hurt. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, this is not going to hurt. Very well done. Sharfik should be just fine. Yeah, he will. In the meantime, Dread killed up Bane in the top lane. Gonna go for a double kill. Scandal sprouting and teleporting away. He will be fine. Vigos is around. Not gonna walk through that wall of pain. Wall of replica, which Queen of Pain, wall of pain. That's how that worked in my mind. Sharfik still in his mid lane. Possibly gonna go for Go Black, but Rox.Kis picking up 2 kills, both on the Bane, who was the only death from Empire last time. So get it together, Bane. Come on, Bane. You shouldn't be dying. No one dies this game. But Rox.Kis getting much needed kills. Every single scrap of experience, every single scrap of gold will help them, because right now they are pretty far behind in the gold as well as the experience, even more so than last game. This is 13 minutes in, whereas the last game I checked like at 11 minutes in. But now Dread in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna try to run himself out of here. However, the nuke damage, Sprout not even needed. Courier is gonna say, screw that, I'm out of here. Mech was even flying around. That wouldn't have saved him, but that's actually probably a good thing, because it wouldn't have done anything, because he got bursted down, and even if he was in the Sprout trees, he could have popped it off, but the right clicks would have been more than enough, and Queen of Pain's chasing to follow up as well. So 8-2, Dread taking his 3rd death of the game, even though he had a relatively tame, easy top lane. Just the fact that he's constantly being a little bit over-aggressive, being back behind the tier 1 is always a dangerous situation. He really paid for it, and now Silent with the Fiend's Grip once again. He's going to want to try to get it onto Sharfik. Let's see if he could actually find that angle. He's going to leave with Go Black to try to find him, and these 2 heroes alone should be enough to kill off the Puck. I want to say there's the Fiend's Grip in range. There's the Fiend's Grip. Sharfik is going to get wailed on. Last word, everything, even Scandal teleporting right in, and Sharfik is going to pop Bane Elemental's Fiend's Grip. Puck taking another death. That is his 3rd death as well. Everyone from Rox.Kis has a bunch of deaths. Rox.Kis not looking too good this game. Mirana farming this entire time in this bot lane, has power treads, and she doesn't even do that much damage. 73 plus 6 versus the 83 plus 24. Dread is here, gonna get hit by a Nightmare Arrow, gonna fly, hit onto Go Black perfectly. Do they want to keep going on this one? Because Blow Your Brain, very healthy. There is the invisibility, as well as a 3-man vacuum into wall. Very well done by Rox.Kis, gonna kill off Go Black immediately. They are all silenced, but pause, why? Shadow Demon, you lazy. That's in the back, doesn't have anything. Blow Your Brain taking some pretty heavy damage. Really, what made that play was the vacuum into a Dragon Slave. Not a combo that you would automatically think of. It's more like, oh, you use the vacuum into a black hole, or vacuum rabbit, or something like that. Nope, vacuum into Dragon Slave. And at this point, level 3 Dragon Slave, it's not maxed out, but still it does a lot of damage, especially when everyone is clumped up like that. Go Black killed in an instant, so very well played by Dread. Does still have his mech, so I don't think he'll be in any real danger. Bane is going to have Dread right on top of him. Biz as well, starting off with that good arrow onto Go Black to start everything off in that way. Does still have Starstorm, so, well, I mean, Vigos is still coming in, so a Blink to Scream, it won't kill off Dread, because it's 300 damage on that Scream, and that's magic, reduced by magic resistance, so that'll bring Dread to about 75? 25%? Yeah, 75 health, and then he'll pop, he has Magic Stick, he has Mech, he'll be fine, and Vigos does not have his ultimate, so I do think this fight is going to continue to go in favor of Rox.Kis. They might be able to get one, and even if they don't, I don't think they're going to lose anyone. Let's just speed this up very carefully. Here we go. Don't want to miss any of this action. Here we go. Yes, Dread right on top of Silent. Vigos is going to move in. Oh no! Lina very, very weak, but that visibility is still saving here. There's one. Vigos going to snipe off the Priest of the Moon, and Yol on the run. Right clicks will kill off the Lina. Looks like my prediction was absolutely wrong. Jarvik going to jump right in. Going to get a two-man Dream Coil. Blur Brain going to walk right on out of there with the Rage. Now we have the Shadow Demon stuck in the Sprout. Trance being summoned as well. Right clicks from Scandal hitting pretty darn hard with that extra sword in his inventory. Sharvik going to get one more kill with the Illusory Orb. Blur Brain still right on the front lines. Going to lifesteal Dread. He should be just fine to live from this. Blur Brain is going to survive. Armlet toggling his way out of there. Nightmare onto Puck. Do they have a Brain Sap? Do they have anything? They don't. Disruption going to save the Puck for a little bit more. Dragon Slave going to fly. Hit onto Silence, but the Brain Sap going to give him all those spells going to give him enough time to get that Brain Sap up. Now Yell going to right click down as well. Dread still alive, has returned to this fight. Blur Brain though is back as well with that Armlet, and Dread is going to get the beat down. Biz is going to leap in, try to go for Scandal. One hit, two hit, not enough damage to kill off that Priest, that Nature's Prophet. And the arrow's going to fly. The Biz is going to kill off Blur Brain, but Sound has picked up a triple kill. But Mirana just cleaning up at this point. Go Black, one hit away, no leap, no mana, no hope. Biz is going to try to run an intercept course. Go Black should be absolutely fine though. Nature's Prophet ultimate bouncing through. Biz not getting hit by that, even though it looked like he did. Vigos on the chase. Is he going to find him? Is he going to find him? He's not going to find him. Going to instead go for the double damage. Biz does not have a TP scroll though, so he's got to be a little bit careful. He just has a free path out. So an absolute bloodbath of people returning to that fight. Everyone's still low level, so that means their resurrection cooldowns or revive cooldowns are still very low. That did, in the end, give Yol enough experience for his level 6. So he's now packing a very, very dangerous Laguna Blade. Let's actually take a look at who benefited more from that. That is not the correct button. In total, it's Scandal. Wow, 309. Nature's Prophet with the attack speed from the Hand of Midas, the Treads, and then on top of that, the Claymore did some really, really heavy damage to Hardiv's Shadow Demon stuck in that Sprout. Who else benefited from that a lot? Not really that many people. It's kind of even. Vigos did get a lot done. Blur Brain was there the entire time, but now we see Dread in a little bit of trouble. Scandal picked up that Shadow Blade. Who's he going to go for? Vigos is going to mess up his combo, but he's going to jump in with Blur Brain right inside. Lino's already down, and then the Sonic Wave to kill off that Priestess of the Moon as well. Hardiv on the run. He should not be able to get out of this. Blink forward from this Queen of Pain, going to use the Scream of Pain to kill him off. Meantime, the back end, Dread is going to be the last one to survive, popping off the mech, Wall of Replica onto 3 heroes. Dread on the chase for Go Black. Will he have enough damage? He should have enough with these illusions if he micro them. Go Black is going to get killed by the illusions. Now, everyone from Empire is stuck in the illusions, but it's going to be a complete team wipe in favor of Team Empire. This fight definitely not going the way of Rox.Kis. At least last fight, it was kind of difficult to tell who got the advantage there. But I guess if you're generous, you could say Rox.Kis had a even fight. But this time, it was not even close. They picked off the Silencer, the weakest hero on Team Empire, with the exception of possibly the Bane. Actually, 2 Bracers. Yeah, I think Silencer is the weakest hero. But look at this. 8 intelligence stolen, 1 Glaive of Wisdom, all those fights, and Silencer is starting to steal the intelligence. And really, what could you do as Rox.Kis? There's not much that you can do. Lina wasn't able to get any Laguna Blade out because she was bursted down in an instant. Laguna Blade onto Vigos. Here we go. Here we go. Get it, get it. Oh. Would that have killed? Maybe not. I don't think that would have killed, actually. Would have been close. Blur Brain still going strong to Dread. Arrow gonna fly, completely whiff. Blur Brain still taking some pretty good damage, but Armlet toggling as well as Rage should be fine to get out of there. Biz not gonna leap in, as well as Starstorm. Storm, yes. Starfall is Dota 1. Starfall? Yeah, okay, I'm not wrong, I don't think. The bot lane, push from Rox.Kis using that mech to give the creep wave a little bit more longevity. They should be able to take down this tower, however, location support, Vigos is here, does not have his ultimate. Fortification going to slow them down. Shadow Poison, not going to spot off that Queen of Pain, but there's the invisibility from Mirana. Does Empire have any true set? Yes, they do. Blur Brain can open up right onto someone. Disruption is going to save them immediately, though. Dread will be able to survive, although he doesn't really have anything to contribute to this fight. Scream of Pain is going to hit all 4 people, and Biz on the run, invisible, not going to help him this time. Scandal taking a lot of damage from the Puck, but the phase shift will get the Puck on out of there. Going to teleport out of the fight as well. Yol is going to turn around for the Laguna Blade on the Lifestealer. But in the end, Rox.Kis lose 4 again, this time in exchange for the Lifestealer instead of Blur Brain, but another 6 intelligence for him. He wasn't really getting that much farm in the early game because he's a support Silencer, but now he's getting a lot of damage. That's the beauty of Silencer, not even using that global silence. Fiend's Grip was immediately cancelled by Hardy, but you can see, even with that, there was no wall. The mech was on cooldown because they tried to push, which they did successfully manage to well, they pushed. I don't know if they took down the tower, if it was denied. 24 for 9. Empire looking incredibly strong. Scandal is absolutely stacked, has picked up his mech on top of a Shadow Blade, going for a little bit of both damage as well as utility for the team. Blurry Brain was the only one to die from that, which is the worst hero to have die if you're Team Empire, but still, he's such a high level. Level 14 with the armlet done, 2,500 gold in the bank as well. Could go for something like a Hyperstone, or could go for something like a Desolator, depending on what he wants to do. And on the other side, level 11 on the carry of Rox.Kis, Queen of Pain with a Orchid. Yo, gotta be careful, man. Are you gonna keep spotting out with that Shadow Poison? Vigas, oh, he's flirting with death right now because a single Lina combo will probably kill him off. Yeah, Vigas is gonna think better of it. Better safe than sorry. Dread, what are you doing so far back here? Infested Scandal is going to kill off Dread for the Swarm. Where's the... what? Lifestealer, where are you? There's the Global Silence. Dread is going to pop there. The Lifestealer finally comes out. Dread, I really want to know if they could kill off Dread. They should be able to. There he goes. Two-man Light Strike array. However, Yul is going to get Fiend scripted, and the courier from Rox.Kis even going down. Vigas going to blink forward. Right-click is going to kill off Hardeep. Sharvik trying to ward him back. But in the end, Rox.Kis is going to drop another 3 heroes. Silence, we're not getting any intelligence from that. Vigas is going to get hit by an arrow. Star Storm as well, going to bring him very low. That secondary star is going to kill him off. Biz going to pop off his ultimate once again. Sharvik, though, not going to be able to get out of there in time with that fade. Biz is going to try to run his way out. Do they have any True Sight? They do not, but Blink Dagger onto Silence. He's going to blink very aggressively forward. Biz does have enough duration to get out of there. He does have Blink as well. Biz looking for an arrow, thinking about it. Silent is stuck between a rock and a Piranha place. Arrow's going to fly. It's going to hit as well onto Silent. Is there any support coming in? Blurry Brain going to dive the tower. He's going to open up onto Biz. The leap is there, and he's going to get it, but not before Vigas comes in for that Scream of Pain. One right click is going to kill off that Piranha. Meantime, Yul has returned. He get that Lucrative Blade onto Blurry Brain, but using that armlet, going to keep him alive. Backing back is going to prevent Vigas from escaping, but he does blink out of there in the end. The Demonic Purge, though, popping him off despite the Urn Charge, despite the Bottle Charge, and Queen of Pain is going to die. So Rox.Kis taking a couple kills in retaliation, but is it going to be enough to get them back in this game? Because right now, they're massively, massively behind. That's not what you want to see. Go Black on the run from Dread. Vacuum not up. Neot pushu. Don't push, please. I don't know if that means anything. Go Black, run. Run, Go Black. It's a bait. It's all a bait. Blur Brain is in ninja mode right now. And all of a sudden, Dread slowed down. Last word. Curse of the Silent. Mech is going to help, but not help enough. Infest for the glorious splatter of blood. Going to kill him off. And meantime, Scandal is just killing everyone. Going to kill off the Shadow Demon. Going to kill off Yul. Run, Yul. Run. Oh, it's not going to be enough. Double kill for Scandal. Not even breaking a sweat there. He's going to teleport back to the bot lane. He wants this tier 2 tower. Already has cleared off the other mid tier 2. I think he was doing that while I was watching Scandal Go Black run away from the Darkseer. 32-12. This game is not looking good for Rox.Kis. That's putting it lightly. They're really, really in a bad situation right now. Because what do they have going for them? Let's see. Empire, they have the gold advantage, they have the experience advantage, they have the map control advantage. Scandal gets hit by an arrow, maybe Biz can make something happen. No, not with Silence coming in. Instead of that Blink Dagger, not even willing to use it because why the hell bother? Yul is going to get dust off onto Scandal. Dragon Slave, LSA is going to land despite the Scandal's best attempts, but the mech is there. Scandal going to turn around and fight for Yul. He wants to get this Lina, he's going to get the Lina. Starstorm is going to kill off Nation Prop, but here comes the Fiend's Grip as well as Vigas coming in with Scream of Pain. Going to get himself a double kill as Scandal gets a godlike streak, buying back into this game. Going to return right back in. Silence Dread, he's stuck in the trees. Sonic Wave as well. Triple kill for Vigas. Silence going to blink forward. The arrow is going to hit onto Vigas, preventing any further aggression. Biz going to teleport in for that Starstorm, but perfect defensive disruption from Silence. Beautiful play from him. 3-man on the Dream Coil, but is that going to be enough? Biz does not have enough damage for this. Illusion Orb going to fly, hit onto Vigas. No, it's not going to hit. But 3 down for Rox.Kis. Once again, Go Black collecting more intelligence. And all the while, that was with Blur Brain on this top lane, I believe, has picked up his Orchid completed. And 23 minutes in, the Empire's knocking on the front door of Rox.Kis, and unfortunately no one is home. At least whoever is home is incapable of answering. Go Black getting hit by an arrow once again. LSA not going to land as Vigas is going to go 1v1 versus Yul. Sharvik is here as well, but he's silent as well as disarmed. Scandal standing his ground with the right click, with the Shadow Blade, as well as that Ultimate Orb doing a lot of damage. LSA going to miss onto everything. Silent just in the back playing with Biz. He's not taking any damage from this. 2 bracers, and he's more than enough to tank up that Miranda. Despite the fact he does get hit by an arrow, he's going to get killed by that secondary star. Go Black now on the run with Vigas. Doesn't have that much mana, doesn't have that much health either. Dread getting hit by all the nukes, but in the meantime, Blur Brain still on the top lane, not going to give any shits in the world. Vigas can still play games with Biz. One more right click is going to kill him off. Urn Charge, will it do it? Go Urn Charge. You are a hero. You are a hero for a Radiant. It will kill him off, and Go Black collects more intelligence from all the way across the map. So during that entire time, Rox.Kis take 2 in exchange for 3, but they lose top Raxes. That was Empire fighting 4 vs 5 the entire time. Dread, you do not want to fight this guy. This is a bad idea, Dread. What makes you think that's a good idea? Shriven's going to save him for a little bit. He might actually live from this. Yeah, that was part of the plan all along. But 40 to 15. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm afraid this game is going to end much like game number 1. Except Rox.Kis this time are fighting a little bit harder, but yeah, they're pretty screwed. Go Black is pretty deadly right now. Dread looking for the wall, but immediate Orchid. How many Orchids do they have? They have 1, as well as the Go Black Silence, as well as the Hex. So Rox.Kis, they're done. They're done. It's 41 to 15. There's rarely a situation where you're this far behind and you could actually make a comeback, unless they have Raxes, but Tier 1 mid tower is perfectly fine. Tier 1 top tower perfectly fine. They did take down the Tier 1 bot, but there's no way that Rox.Kis are going to get Raxes anytime soon. Back into a wall, but really, I mean, it's not looking good for Rox.Kis at all. Yul gonna get slowed down. There's the blink forward from Scandal. Can they nuke down Yul? Do they have any True Sight? Who has the True Sight this game? Do they have a gem? They should have a gem. They don't. That was just Fade Time. Fade Time for Mirana's ultimate is rather long in comparison. Dread is gonna try to punch down Vigos. 1 vs 1 duel, but Dread got annihilated by that Queen of Pain, who's picked up a Chrysalis. Now going to the bot lane where Biz is getting Beans gripped. Go Black with more and more intelligence. See how much damage he's doing. Can't even see. But regardless, plus 28 intelligence swing, 45 to 15. And even though Rox.Kis are not calling it, I am going to call it. This is GG. They're knocking on the tier 4 towers. They're fountain farming the puck. Now Yul, you don't want to be there, Yul. You don't want to be there. Yul, run. Run. GG's the call from Go Black. He's tired of this. He knows that he's won, and Yul is going to agree with him. So thanks for watching, guys. Empire versus Rox.Kis goes 2-0 in favor of Empire. Really, it's just Empire going up to Rox.Kis saying, here's a part of the curb. Could you just put this in your mouth and bite down real hard? Because that is exactly what just happened in this set. So we're going to be moving on. We are very far behind, looking for a Bristleback game as well. We're just going to speed this up because really, I don't think Rox.Kis are going to come back from this. So that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this set, then you apparently do not like Rox.Kis very much because they did not put up the best showing. Seen better games from them. But like, subscribe regardless. And if you didn't, then don't subscribe and tell me what I did wrong. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. G to the GGG.